Hello everyone and welcome. It's summer and that means a lot of cleaning and pruning around your yard. During the spring and summer, plants grow like crazy, so you need to have the right tools to keep them looking good. Today we're going to be looking at a 2-in-1 tool that can help you do a lot of cutting and pruning around your yard without breaking a sweat. Now, I already own a 20-inch electric pruner that I got from Snapfresh about 3 years ago, and it still works great. But sometimes a 20-inch pruner can be too big for certain jobs. So that's why I decided to get this smaller pruner and shears 2-in-1 combo to tackle some other jobs. Having a smaller blade allows you to get into tight areas, and having a 2-in-1 tool makes it easier to store with less clutter. So if you've been looking for a smaller and more maneuverable pruner and shears all in one, stick around as I unbox and test this puppy. Alright guys, so when you unbox this puppy, this is everything you get. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features that this guy has. But before we get started testing this guy, do me a big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I make another product review video, DIY project, or a sale at a big box store where I can help you save even more money. Alright then, so this is a 12-volt 2-in-1 cordless hedge trimmer and shears from Snapfresh, available on Amazon, link in description below. At the time of making this video, this kit retails for $59.99, but they also have a 15% discount coupon on the Amazon page, making it even cheaper than that. The warranty on this guy is 1 year, and the dimensions on this guy are 12 inches by 5 inches by 4 inches in thickness. And the weight is only about 1.5 pounds, so very lightweight, easy for anyone to use. So what do you get in this kit? You get the tool body itself, you get the pruners, you get the shears, you get the owner's manual that tells you everything about this guy, how to set it up and take care of it, you get the battery to power this guy up, and you get the charger to power up the battery. This unit is powered up by a 12-volt 2-amp-hour battery that has a runtime of about 2 hours when fully charged up on continuous use. So that's pretty good battery right there, meaning that this guy is a fairly efficient unit, doesn't use a lot of power. This guy has a powerful motor that has a maximum speed of 1100 RPMs. And this tool has been designed for both right and left hand use because it has the safety switch on both right and left sides. This unit can use either the 4-inch shears that you see set up right there for cutting things up close like grass or shrubbery.
A shrubbery! Is there anywhere in this town where we could buy a shrubbery?
And it also has an exchangeable 7-inch hedge trimmer blade for doing things like small bushes, small branches, etc. This unit also has a tool-less blade change where you can easily swap out the blade attachments on the fly without needing any sort of tools, and we'll see in just a moment how easy it is to swap it out. This unit also has a battery level indicator on the tool itself, so you can easily tell how much battery you have left, and we'll look more closely at all that stuff in just a moment. So this tool is very convenient for having a more precise or surgical approach for maintaining and cutting things like grass around flower beds, where you don't want to cause damage to your flowers with a big bulky thing like a string trimmer. Also for cutting and shaping small bushes or small branches that are too close to a wall or something like that. Delicate plants where a large 20-inch string trimmer could cause unwanted damage, so instead of using a hand tool like scissors or hand shears, this unit can help you get the job done quickly and easily without causing pain to your hands. This is the type of tool that once you own it, you'll wonder how you ever got along without it. So let's take a little closer look at this guy and see how it performs. Alright guys, let's take a little closer look at this guy and get a little bit better acquainted with it, the features and so forth, how to use it, etc. There you have your tool body right there. The blades go up here, and I'll show you how to swap it out in just a moment. You have your basic tool body, the battery goes right in here, your trigger right there, your safety switch, your rubber overmold so it's nice and comfortable to grip it, and you have your battery indicator level right up here, and I'll put the battery in it in a moment. But your safety switch is right here. As you can see, there is no reverse on this unit, it's only forward, so obviously you can hit the safety from one side or the other side, left or right hand, whatever is convenient for you. So you hit the safety switch, pull the trigger, and it starts to work. And to put the battery in it, goes right back in here. Pop the battery in there, your standard 12-volt battery, pop it in there, click it, and you're ready to go. And you see your indicator right there showing how much battery you have. And that's how that guy works. Be sure to keep your fingers away from there. I'm not near the trigger. Keep your fingers away from there for safety reasons. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Now let's take the battery out. Again, click the little things on the side, pull it out, and you're good to go. You're nice and safe there. Now for swapping out the blades, it's extremely easy. There's 2 little push tabs right there, one on each side. You push these guys in, kind of hard to show you from up here, but you're going to push these guys in and pull it out. So hold it from up here to get a firm grip. Push those 2 guys in, pull it out, and that's it. It comes right out. And you have these 2 pins right there that you use for alignment. And then you want the other tool, all you do is line up the pins, and it has to go, one goes in there, the other one goes in there. You see there's 2 holes, one there, one there. Each pin goes in those 2 holes. Line it up, push it in there, and you push it in, snap it in. There you go, however you want to do it. Because sometimes you may need to pop it in kind of hard, because these guys may need to turn to catch on to those guys, because it has little gears inside here. And these gears may be slightly out of alignment, so by pushing it down, that's how you get it to pop in there. So that's why I had to pop it in there kind of hard. Sometimes it'll snap in. Like in that case there, you see it went in real easy. And let's put the battery in this guy again. And then you have your shears right there. That's how that guy works right there. Change it out, again, pop it off, and you're good to go. And that's how the motor works, basically spinning in here, causing the blades to go back and forth or side to side, whatever the motion may be. So that's the guy right there. Very easy to use. That's all the features that it has. Let's take it outside and do a little bit of testing and see how it performs.
Alright guys, here you have a side-by-side comparison of the brand new 2-in-1 hedge trimmer that I just got and the older 20-inch 20-volt hedge trimmer that I've had for about 3 years, both of them from Snapfresh. So the older ones worked out just fine, but you see it's much bigger and bulkier and heavier and better used for bigger projects like larger trees and hedges and so forth, where this little one is more for getting into smaller, tighter places. So let's do some testing right now and see how it works. Now, I have some ivy that covers up a flower bed here for me, and I'm showing you basically what it looks like, where every so often it creeps out and it wants to take over everything. And in the past, I've generally cut the edge right here with a string trimmer, but it gives a horrible edge to it. It really gives all sorts of raggedy, jagged edges, which don't look very good. So I'm going to do right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the shears, and I'm going to see if that gives me a much cleaner cut. So I'm just cutting right through it, and you'll see that in a matter of seconds, it should give me a whole heck of a lot cleaner, better cut than the string trimmer that I've been using till now, which a string trimmer is not good for the plant itself because it really cuts off the edges very unevenly. This is a lot healthier for any plants that you cut with this. So I'm here just showing you the beginning part right there, and you see that there's no damage to the plant because it looks like nice clean cut edges, and it gives me a very nice clean straight line right at the edge of the bricks there. So it really gives a nice finish. Now let's do the rest of it, but let's clean up a little bit around the sprinkler head right here. And you see that you can get in there, and just a little cleanup right around sprinkler head gives you a very precise surgical approach. Now I just showed you that entire area. Let's see how quickly I can trim the entire area just going all the way across, and it should take just a matter of seconds, and I'm just cutting through all sorts of thick different branches that the ivy puts out. Some of them are newer and thinner, some of them are older and thicker, but this guy's cutting through them with no trouble at all. So then let me clean off the mess right here, and we'll see what kind of a nice edging it cut right there. And it should look very nice. And like I said, the plant looks healthier. It should be a lot better for it than what the string trimmer would do. And look right there, you see from the beginning to the end that I'm going to show you right now, it gives a very nice clean edge. And it took me a matter of seconds, no time at all to clean that up. And it did a very nice job. So as far as using the shears go for cleaning up around flower beds or grass or whatever, it gives you a very nice clean cut edge right there. So that's great performance as far as I'm concerned. And also, one thing I should mention is that this little guy is also good for cutting little branches. You can cut little branches like this, like if you have some plants that you need to trim out a little bit, and you don't want to have to use some hand scissors or hand shears or whatever, you can go through and use this little guy as well and clean that up right there. You see that this little potted plant has some fairly wooded branches. Being a desert plant, it creates some wooded branches to it, and this guy's cutting through it without any trouble at all.
So that's one thing. You can use it for a lot of different projects, whether it's cleaning up ivy like I showed you, flower beds, or even trimming plants where you just want to trim off some excess growth or dead branches or something like that. Cut through it without any trouble at all. So that seems to work out just fine. And since I'm looking through the camera, I didn't do a very clean cut. So I just go back and clean it up a little bit better, make it look a little bit more presentable. Obviously, when you're looking at it yourself, it should make it a whole lot easier to use. But looking through the camera and trying to line it all up is a little bit tougher to do. So there you go. That looks a whole lot cleaner right there. Let's move on to some pruning. And here you go with the hedge trimming right there, where it gives you a smaller, lightweight hedge trimming where you can do some trimming of all sorts of stuff, and you can get in and just take a little off here, a little off there, just like a little haircut. Just trim off the bush a little bit. Now, if I'm going to do the entire bush where it has a lot of growth, I would use the 20-inch. But for this, we're just a little here and there, and it makes it a whole lot easier to get in close to the fence and so forth. So it makes it a whole bunch easier to get into there. The 20-inch, you try to get in close to the fence, and it's just too big and bulky, and you don't cut things very well. And how about if you want to cut some branches as well? Here I'm cutting a podocarpus where it has some little wooded branches to it, and this guy cuts through it very easily as well. So either one will do a great job.
All right, guys, there you have it, a review and demonstration of a 2-in-1 compact set of shears and pruners for cleaning up around your yard. Whether you want to do some precision cutting around some flower beds, cut some grassy areas where you can't get a string trimmer into, or trim some delicate bushes, this little guy can help you out. It has 2 heads that you can easily swap out to suit any occasion. Compact, lightweight, and affordable. Lightweight and easy enough for anybody to use. Check out the links below for all the details. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.